Hi everyone, it's Don and I hope you're having a fantastic day. Well, you know what could be scary? How about a fire on a cruise ship when all the lifeboats are already in the water? So the Emerald Princess was in Victoria, British Columbia, and she was in dry dock getting some repairs as she's getting ready for the Alaskan cruise season, which is supposed to be the largest cruise season in history for all the different ports in Alaska. And I can only see it growing because if you think about it, the Royal has moved there, the Joy, the Ovation of the Seas, and we have the Blizz. So all the large cruise ships now that are heading in that itinerary, as well as all the regular ships that head there. But anyway, she was in port, she was getting dry dock, and she's getting ready to load up and prepare. And all the lifeboats and the tenders were in the water because they had been lowered to get repairs done to them. And they were on their way back and they were working on it. And as you can imagine, it's quite labor intensive to take off every tender on a cruise ship. And so some of the people who were assigned to these duties are also part of the fire team. And wouldn't you know it, this is exactly when the fire broke out on the ship, when all the people were attending the lifeboats. And you can't just drop it and leave it because there's people in the water and it's a safety issue. So it got quite hectic. The fire broke out on deck 3, and apparently it's from a dehumidifier that was brought on board for some of the work that was being done. And people were shorthanded, and the smoke was spewing out all over the place. But the princess officers and the crew, from all accounts, were, they took everybody and they managed the situation perfectly. There was no real panic. They put everything, fixed it, put the fire out, found the issue. The lifeboats were brought on board. Nothing was dropped, nothing was damaged. So now they just have to get rid of that smoke and do some minor repairs. It could have been much, much worse had the crew not reacted and the officer not they didn't panic. They just solved the issue, which is a really good job by them, because so many times you hear when something like this happens, people panic, even the officers or the crew, and that's when bad things happen. But luckily, the Emerald Princess is going to be fine, and she'll be ready for her next cruise from all accounts. So you don't have to worry about that. Good job by Princess. And yeah, it could have been much, much worse. But can you imagine? Fire! And all the lifeboats are off the ship. Not a good thing. Exactly what you don't want to happen. So, yeah, I imagine it would have turned a few heads from the crew on board. Well, I hope you like this news update. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Want to see more tips, more tricks, more travel vlogs from around the world? Hit that subscribe button. Till next time, have yourself a safe and a great vacation.